Well, folks, it appears that the 2021 Ironman World Championships in Kailua Kona, Hawaii is going to be postponed until February of 2022. It's the second year in a row that this is happening, and last year it didn't happen at all, and we'll just hope and pray that it happens this year. To put it in perspective, I have no horses in the race. I'm not training anyone who's in the race. I am not in the race myself, but I do know several people who are training for the race. And I also know a coach who has quite a few horses in that race. And this is going to affect their training and their life in ways that you and I, the average everyday triathlete, cannot imagine. It appears that the mayor of Hawaii, which is the big island, has made the recommendation that the Ironman World Championship be postponed, and it has. Now, I'm from the Tampa Bay region, and I am very close to Ironman headquarters, and I could tell you that after talking to several people who do work for Ironman in the past year and a half, that they are in the business of putting on races. They're not in the business of taking your money. They're not in the business of not putting on a race. They're not in the business of ripping you off. They're not in the business of anything other than promoting a good, quality, fair race. And if it's not going to happen, then they have to move the race or postpone the race. Now, I see a lot of people out there who are complaining about deferrals, trying to defer from one race to another because of travel restrictions, but I also see a lot of them because they're not training. Folks, World Triathlon Corporation is in the business of putting on races. They want to put on races, but they can't put on a race if they don't get permits. That's the reason why you don't see them canceling early, because they're in the business of putting on a race. They got to get the permits. If the local government doesn't give them the permits, that's where the problem is. So to all of you folks out there who are qualified for Kona, I feel for you. I feel for you in your training. It changes everything. Hope and pray that it does happen in February. If you got value from this video, down below, hit subscribe. Leave me a message. What is your thoughts on the cancellation of Kona? And maybe we'll do a live on this in the next couple of weeks and do some question and answer and some venting on how we feel about the races being canceled. This is Coach John. Boom.